Good morning.
Morning.
Good morning.
Good morning.
Sorry, I was a couple minutes late. Okay. All righty. Well, we'll go ahead and get started since it's a little bit after 9. I'm going to call to order the June 11th, 2026 State Committee for School District Audits special called meeting. This meeting is subject to the Kentucky Open Meetings Act. The agenda and meeting were made public by the APA via media advisory by Olivia McGowan. All members of the public agency attending via video teleconference must remain on camera at all times. So all committee members, please ensure that you have your cameras on. It is the direction of the chair that the minutes of this meeting shall be taken and made available. I know it didn't look like I talked to Marshall just a second ago, but I don't see him on here. All righty. Anyway, I'll go ahead and start with the roll. I'm the Auditor of Public Accounts designee, Valerie Hamilton, Commissioner of Education designee, Marshall Smith, Office of Education Accountability designee, Sabrina Smith.
Here.
Office of Attorney General designee, Stacy Woodrum.
Here.
And Office of the Governor designee, John Hicks.
Here.
Already with 4 out of 5 present, I determined that a quorum has been attained. For guests, we have from the APA, Alex Evans, who is taking the minutes as well as holding a space at 209 St. Clair for anyone from the public who wishes to join. We have Ella Morton, who is managing the live stream via YouTube. And also in the office with me, we have Jeremy Sylvester. It doesn't look like we have any guests, so we will go ahead and proceed with the agenda. The first item is the approval of the June 11th, 2026 meeting minutes. They were circulated to all the committee members prior to today's meeting. Does anyone have any suggested edits or additions to the minutes that were circulated? Great. Seeing that there is none, is there a motion to approve the June 11th, 2026 meeting minutes?
I'll make the motion.
Could I get a second, please?
Second.
All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Any opposed? Alrighty, sounds good. We have a couple of items of old business on the agenda to discuss. The first is the penalty letter to Allen and Associates. Again, this letter was circulated to all committee members prior to the meeting. Does anyone have any suggested edits to that letter?
I don't know what we would do about this, but when I called Estill County Finance Officer the other day to speak to them about how close the unaudited fund balance and was going to be compared to this audit because they are deficit. I don't know if anybody on the committee knows other than Marshall, but they're actually in the hole. And so I was like explaining to them that we had approved this, we're waiting on the letter to approve, and then ask if they've already paid the auditor. And they have.
Mhm.
So we say we're going to impose a penalty of 10%, but if they've already paid the bill, should we modify this to say that they either pay the 10%, because I did not talk to Jenkins, so I don't know if they've paid theirs yet. Marshall, do you know?
I don't know. No, I don't.
Maybe we should edit it to say something like, we impose the 10% reduction. If you have already received payment from the district, you should reimburse them the 10%.
Okay.
I agree with Sabrina.
Alrighty. That sounds good. Alrighty, so I can get that change made and then I can, we can vote on just going ahead and making that change and then going ahead and sending the letter out. So, does anybody else have any other edits or recommendations for the letter? Okay.
I don't. Could I jump in and ask one question?
Yes.
I was having some technical difficulties getting logged in, so I was a little bit delayed. Can I jump in and vote and participate?
Yes.
Mr. Roll call. Okay.
Yes.
Okay.
I figured that I had just talked to you, so I just didn't know like what had happened. So, okay, yeah, because we can mark that you were present. So,
All right. Thank you.
alrighty. So, if there are no other edits, do we have a motion to approve the letter with the edits suggested, and for me to be able to send this out? Could I get a motion to approve that?
So
I'll make
moved.
that motion. I'll second.
Alrighty. All in favor, say aye.
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 Alrighty. Okay, the next item of old business is the letter to the office of the governor. Again, this was also circulated to the committee prior to the meeting. Does anyone have any suggested edits to this letter?
Valerie, I'd like to address the subject on the agenda, if you don't mind.
Okay.
Thank you. Hey, first, I don't dispute the facts. I regret that I haven't been able to attend a number of these meetings. When I was first designated by the governor about 6 years ago, I was more of an active member of the committee. The committee does good work, and Marshall and his team at the Department of Ed really has done a great job leading, kind of the content issues that this committee deals with. So anyway, first, I want to apologize to the fellow members for not having, been in attendance as much. And secondly, I would just make one, comment suggestion. Folks can I chair a number of boards myself, Valerie, so I know it's like herding cats sometimes. And so just say you can always pick up the phone and call me. But one suggestion I have is you could address the letter directly to me. I'm the actor here, who you're addressing. I know the governor has designated me as the entity for his participation per the statute. But that's my only suggestion. And I wanted to make those comments, right? Because I've worked with Sabrina and Marshall and some others in the past, and they do a really good job of keeping an eye on things. And that is kind of the purpose of this committee. So anyway, so those are my comments. I don't dispute the facts, but wanted to share those comments.
Well, it's not written that way.
Okay.
We have to rewrite the letter. So,
Okay.
ask if anybody else has any comments on it.
Okay. So does anyone else have any comments on this or any suggestions on how you want to proceed with the letter?
Yeah, I would add to it that Katie's not supportive of handling it with that letter. Handle it a different way.
You are. I didn't get that. You are or you are not.
We are not supportive of that letter. We would like to handle it a different way.
Okay, what are you suggesting how we handle it?
I think, just like John mentioned, I think we could address it directly to John and take up those concerns with John instead of going through the governor.
Okay.
Since the letter is actually coming from Auditor Bell, who is truly the position stated in statute, along with the governor, even though we are their proxies, I would tend to disagree with how the letter, how you all want to change it. In my opinion, since it is coming from Auditor Ball, it is not coming from Valerie. I think it needs to be handled with the true statutorily required positions. It's just my comment. If we're going to change it, then it needs to come from Valerie, I guess, to John.
Whichever way we go with it, if we change it where it's coming from me directly to John, then we're going to have to rewrite the letter, or if it's going to go from Auditor Ball straight to the governor's office, then we'll leave it as is. So do we just vote on how we want to proceed?
Yeah, vote on how you want to proceed, and we'll see what happens.
Okay. All righty. Well, we're going to take a vote on like how we want to proceed with the letter. So I guess are we wanting, I guess we'll vote on whether we want to address.
Whether you want to send the letter.
Okay. Yeah. We're going to vote on whether we want to submit the letter as is. So is there a motion to approve the letter as is? All in favor? Well, I'm sorry. Is there a motion to approve that?
Can I just say, if we do change it, probably it's not just the names that need to be changed. Some of the verbiage need to be changed as well.
Yeah. Yeah. We'll have to rewrite the letter.
So if we vote to make the change and rewrite the letter, are we going to hold up the letter till our next regular meeting and vote on it again, because since you're going to be editing it, or should we discuss those edits now and authorize you to make the edits and then send it out so we don't have to wait till the next meeting?
I mean, that would probably be the easiest thing, just to suggest the edits, and then that give us the authority to send it, once we decide on what the edits should be.
And Mr. Hicks and Marshall have,
come from?
I'm sorry.
Sorry. Valerie, statutorily, where should the letter come from?
I mean, statutorily, I'm not sure, if should it come from the actual designee or the proxy?
I don't think there's a statute. The statute doesn't say. Either one is fine. I just felt if we're going to write to the office of the governor, that it should come from a constitutional officer versus just Valerie. No offense to Valerie, but
none taken.
But if y'all don't want to proceed with the letter as written, I guess it doesn't sound like we have anybody willing to make a motion to send the letter as written. So, I mean, maybe it would make sense to go ahead and kind of table this so that we could rewrite it and just affirm Mr. Hicks's commitment to attend future meetings, and just kind of like a confirmation letter. I mean, that's what I would suggest. Or we could try to wordsmith this letter to the governor now. Might be a little cumbersome, but we could try to do that. It's up to you all. I mean, we have Mr. Hicks committing to be at the next meetings from now on. That's what I hear him saying. So that's kind of was the purpose of the letter. begin with.
How does that work since we already all voted to approve to send the letter to begin with? If we're not going to send it now, I think that goes against what our already vote was.
Right. Yeah, that was kind of like a thought that I had is we had voted to send the letter, and so I feel like we have to do something.
I'm fine with agreeing to change who the letter's coming to and who it's going to. And then if we can all just agree that we put the basics in there, just stating, let me pull it up. I don't know that all of that, if it's coming from Valerie, if we need to have all of the Jefferson County and all of that in there, that maybe it just needs to say the committee has basically that bottom section and the top, and maybe take out the middle.
Okay, so you just want like the first and last paragraph?
I'm trying to find my letter. There's Alex's. I thought I had it up, but I didn't. Let me pull it up just to make sure I'm going off memory.
Okay.
I think that the first one totally makes sense. I think we should just basically state that a committee member pointed out an ongoing problem, the governor's designee, and from there go down to the bottom and cut out that our office paragraph all the way to one committee member pointed out an ongoing problem. And then that just addresses to John the top part, and then he hasn't been attending, and that he either needs to attend or maybe the governor needs to assign another proxy. And yeah, so that makes it shorter, to the point.
So you said we have to change this.
Well, see, it says I'm writing unit.
Okay.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
It would just be your lack of participation. We're going to change that to Mr. Hicks.
Okay.
No.
Right,
Okay,
it says
of
your
your-
designee by you does not reflect.
Of your ongoing lack of participation.
Okay. By you.
Well, then we'll have to say one committee pointed out an ongoing problem.
Oh,
That, you, as the governor's designee, and then you can get rid of the John Hicks, have not attended.
you attended. The governor.
No designee from the governor's office has attended this meeting. We'll go ahead and read through this once I make through these changes.
Yeah,
to make sure everybody's
Yeah,
okay
that'd
with
be
it.
great. Or you can share your screen and put it up on the screen so we all can
Okay.
read it.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'll do that. Okay. So of course this will change.
Yeah.
Yeah, we can change the address. And
Yeah, we'll
everything.
change all that.
Yeah. And then the salutation will be Mr. Hicks.
So can you all see that? to be able to
Uh-huh.
kind of read through it.
See.
And
Okay.
then the last paragraph, it says does not reflect your, but Governor Bashir's.
It'll all change to my name.
And then that'll be Valerie at the end. Then we'll have to change the first sentence a little bit. I'm writing you to notify you of, just try to say your lack of participation in meetings.
Delete it out.
Now, Valerie, on the one we're sending, Mr. Allen, you actually, underneath of your name, like you have Valerie Hamilton, common CFE. Underneath that, you have proxy for the chair.
Yes.
You might want to change that.
Yeah.
And then underneath that changes to State Committee for School District Audits, since you're not you are the chair. I guess that'd be all right. As long as you put your proxy for the chair on there. And then I don't know if you want, in the other one, you had CC'd all of us in there.
Yeah, I think what we would add
So if you want to CC.
Yeah. And then I'll add in everybody. I'll just kind of copy and paste from the other letter. Yeah.
Yes.
Okay. So are we okay? Does anybody have any other suggested edits or?
Valerie, I think the statutory references got a typo on it. I think it's 156, not 158.
I think you're correct.
Yep. Good catch.
Okay. Alrighty, so is everybody good with this? I'll stop sharing if so.
I'm good with it.
Okay. Alrighty, with that, do I have a motion to approve the amended letter to be sent to the Office of the Governor Designee?
I'll make a motion.
Can I get a second?
Second.
Alrighty, all in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Any opposed?
And I'll abstain, Valerie.
All right. Ready? So that motion passed. Alrighty, I think that was the last item of old business that we had. So we'll move on to the new business on the agenda. The first thing is the fiscal year 25 outstanding audits. I'll turn that over.
Valerie. Shouldn't we, in part of the old business, the letter we're sending to Allen and Associates?
Yes. Yeah, I didn't know because I thought we didn't know at the time, like if the audits were actually gonna like come in or, to be able to like approve those. So we kind of did them as a separate item, but I guess it could all kind of like fold in together since they didn't actually come in time before the meeting. So.
Okay.
But yeah, I just didn't know like if Marshall had anything else to like to let the committee know in regards to the audits. I've talked to Jackie some, but like just to kind of get everybody in the loop on those remaining 225 audits.
Sure. Yeah, if we're ready for the update, there's 2 districts still outstanding, both belong to Shad Allen, Jenkins Independent, Estill County. We got a copy of Jenkins Independent's audit. However, when we looked at their financial statements, we saw a adjusting entry that the district did not book, which is not, which then makes it not in compliance with the contract, because then you have accounting records that have one set of numbers and you have financial statements in the audit with a different set of numbers. And so, yes, we got that audit, but we have questions about it, and we're trying to get a hold of Shad about that to see where that is. We have not yet got anything on the Estill County audit yet. We've had conversations with Mr. Allen about that. We let him know that, hey, these audits need to be finished. They need to finalize and get issued. But we have not seen anything on Estill County yet.
Okay. Alrighty. Like I said, there's really no action to take. It's just more of a FYI on where those were. So, if does anybody have anything else in regards to that they want to discuss before we move on? Okay. So the last item of new business that we have is the remaining fiscal year 26 audit contracts. So then again, I'll turn it back over to Marshall to kind of go over those.
Sure. We have 5 districts here that were late getting an auditor wrapped up with a contract. Fayette County, they decided to go with a brand new audit firm to doing school audits in Kentucky. Malden Jenkins, certified public accountant. Really excited to see them join us. They're an out-of-state firm. They met all the qualifications. So we have that up to be approved by the committee. Fulton Independent, they used Allen Associates last year. They have submitted a contract to use Allen Associates again. Of course, we know the issues we've had getting those last 2 audits from that firm. That's concerning. At this point in the calendar, I think that I would recommend the committee approve this contract, and then just follow up closely and see how Mr. Allen's firm is doing getting that completed. Jenkins Independent, they, of course, like we just mentioned, they were using Shad Allen for the 25 audit. They have decided to go with Montgomery and Company for the 26th audit. Montgomery and Company's been doing audits, school district audits in Kentucky for a while. We've had no issues with them. So I would recommend the committee approve that one as well. South Acadia Independent, I think they were having a logistical issue getting the contract signed, but I have that here. They're using Maddox and Associates. I believe that's the firm they used last year. So I would recommend the committee approve that as well. And the last district we had to present, Williamsburg Independent. They used Shad Allen for the 25 audit. They decided to go with Cloyd and Associates. Again, that's a firm that's been doing school district audits in Kentucky for many years. We have no issues with them. We would recommend the committee to approve that contract as well.
Okay.
And those were our 5.
Okay. Alrighty, so do we have a motion to approve the remaining audit contracts?
First off, I would like to state that while I understand KDE wanting to approve Allen Associates for another district, I totally disagree with that. I think they have enough that we've already approved. I wasn't happy about approving those and letting them doing that. So my motion would be that we disapprove that one.
Yeah, that was Fulton Independent. I can tell you, we share the concern. However, I think we're just at a point in the calendar. I think it would be very, very challenging for them to find another audit firm. I know we have a number of districts in that area of the state that have a lot of difficulty finding audit firms. We've even reached out trying to expand into Tennessee and Missouri, trying to encourage that to find an out-of-state firm that may be able to pick up. And just at this point, we've had very little luck doing that.
I had talked to what's her name there? That's taken your place over the budget.
Yeah, Jackie.
I'm sorry. Thank you. And she had actually talked to the auditor from Fayette County, and they were interested in doing more audits in Kentucky. So it's possible that they could reach out to them and see. I'm sorry, I just feel like we still ain't got those 2 audits in. We are in the middle of July. I do not think we should approve any more contracts for him, period. If we have to approve an audit extension for Fulton Independent, when they get a new auditor, I would be glad to support that, but I totally disapprove of giving him any more audits this year.
Anybody have any other? So I guess probably try to approve the 4 that we're pretty much in agreement about, and then vote on the one with Allen and Associates separately. Alrighty, so okay. So do we have a motion to approve the 4 contracts, excluding the one that's going to be performed by Allen and Associates? Could I get a motion to approve those 4?
So moved. Second.
Alrighty. All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Aye. Alrighty. Okay, so now we'll move on to the one. Which county was it that was with Allen and Associates? Fulton.
Fulton County.
Okay.
I'm sorry, it's Fulton.
I'm sorry, Independent.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Alrighty. So now do we have a motion to approve the Fulton Independent contract with Allen and Associates? Could I get a motion to approve?
I'll make a motion.
All right. Is there a second?
Valerie, let me check. The motion to approve or disapprove?
Approve.
Well, yeah, to approve, because someone approved, some are disagreeing with it. So I just approve, and then, we'll see if it passes.
Okay, thank you.
All righty. Could I get a second on that? It looks like the motion failed. So it looks like Allen and Associates is disapproved to perform the Fulton Independent audit. So Marshall, maybe like I said, you and Jackie can work with them to see, with the new firm, if they can find someone else. So
okay.
Ready. Again, according to the agenda, there were no miscellaneous items to discuss. Our next scheduled meeting will be September 10th, 2026 at 9:00. And again, that one's via Teams. If nobody has anything else, do I have a motion to adjourn?
Motion to adjourn.
Second.
Second.
Ready. All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
All righty. The meeting is adjourned. You all have a great day.
You too.
Thank you all.
All right. Thank you.
Bye.
Thank you all. Bye-bye.